GojiGamers. Today we are going to be reacting to the top 5 most powerful Godzillas requested by Kobe G. Go check them out in the description. Anyways, I honestly think that the #1 most powerful Godzilla is Godzilla Earth because he has the most powerful atomic breath ever. But please, without further ado, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos. And let's get into this video. Oh yeah, guys, I can't wait.
Monsters is almost here, and I thought
Well,
that
it's
since we're
already
building
out.
up to see who the true king of the
But this was
Titan
posted in
Monsterverse really is,
2019.
Godzilla or
Whoa.
Ghidorah, we should take a few minutes and talk about what I think are the top 5 most powerful versions of Godzilla from the movies.
Okay. I don't think that the Godzilla Earth would be able to destroy all of the Godzillas.
With 65 years of content spanning over 35 films, there are a ton of different Godzillas to compare and size up.
There's like
no
a ton of
list.
Godzillas.
These are just my top 5, and I'm sure some of you won't agree, and I'd love to hear your take down in the comments.
Oh, I might agree.
With all of the different attributes, atomic breath, size, strength,
Man,
durability,
there's been so many
regeneration,
Godzilla movies,
etc. There is a lot to take into account here, so let's keep it fairly simple and dive in.
Alright.
First off, I'd like to give an honorary mention here to Shin Godzilla. A lot of people have Shin pretty high up on their Godzilla power list, and I'm not saying that I don't agree with them. The heat ray of Shin, starting with the thermal flame, igniting everything in the area, then focusing to a tight, high damage radiation heat ray,
it destroys
is possibly
everything.
the most powerful blast we've ever seen. And for all we know, it could be capable of slicing up and cutting through every other G on this list. Add in the dorsal and tail beams, and every point of attack on Shin
add those, and you've got a powerful
Unfortunately, we have no
Godzilla.
way of knowing just how Shin would do when fighting against another giant kaiju or titan. It seems that whenever a Shin Godzilla versus anyone fight is brought up, you'll hear proponents of Shin say that it can mutate to defeat anything it comes across. My only issue here is, can it do so quick enough in the middle of a fight with another monster? To me, that's just not very likely. The beam may be devastating, but if it's not a kill shot, it drains Shin, forcing it into a slumber where any surviving monster could easily finish it off. That said, the lack of info keeps it here as an honorable mention.
Yeah, we don't have enough information for Shin
Number
Godzilla.
5. Legendary Godzilla.
Yes!
Before starting, there is a
I
small
kinda think he's
spoiler
like,
here, but I will
number
say that
3,
it
top
was shown
3.
in the trailers. So if you've seen the trailers and you're okay with what they show, there won't be a problem here. I'm putting Legendary Godzilla here at number 5, even without its Fire Godzilla power-up or any other charge-ups that may happen in King of the Monsters.
Oh yeah, I
The
forgot,
Monsterverse
Burning
Godzilla has proven
Godzilla,
its durability
1995.
by surviving Castle Bravo, a nuclear warhead with a 14 megaton yield. Coming in at number 2 on this list in both height and weight, this version of the Big G earned that nickname, returning to a physical fighting style not seen since the mighty Showa Godzilla.
Whoa.
The newest Godzilla has easily earned a spot on this list, and depending on how powerful he is by the end of Godzilla King of the Monsters, considering the possible Fire Godzilla power-up, he may even earn a higher position later on. Number 4. Supercharged Godzilla.
Wait, Supercharged Godzilla?
The Heisei version of Godzilla fits right into the 1990s. The
that
era
was
where
in
everything
Godzilla versus
was extreme and
Mechagodzilla
over the
2.
top. Here, a standard Godzilla just wouldn't do. This version of the Big G started off the era at 80 meters tall versus 50 meters from the last era. Yet it was then charged up by a nuclear sub during Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, growing another 20 meters up to a 100-meter height. Even with the boost, Godzilla would still need more power in order to defeat
Super Mechagodzilla using the Garuda.
After the human-built Super Mecha G was able to mortally wound Fire Rodan, the kaiju would land on the defeated Godzilla, transferring its life energy into him, creating a supercharged Godzilla. Now sporting the uranium heat ray and boosted regeneration abilities from the extra power, this was a Heisei Godzilla on the verge of overload, which actually brings us to the next version on the list. Number 3.
Burning Godzilla, right?
Burning Godzilla.
Yes!
In hindsight, it's pretty easy to see what led to this iteration of the Heisei Godzilla. A larger G to start with, a nuclear sub power-up, and then a Fire Rodan boost. It's no wonder that the added power and radiation would eventually build up to levels that even Godzilla couldn't handle, bringing us to Burning G. Now I know a lot of fans would like to place him higher on the list, explaining that his planet-destroying ability gives him a leg up on the other Godzillas. Well, if he uses this, everyone's dead, so it
Yeah,
really
you're
wouldn't
right
matter
about that.
win or loss-wise. So I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
focus
this
more
video
on
was
what it
made by
can do
SCI-FI
before
Explained
the
too, so
overheating.
it'll be in the description
Burning
too.
Godzilla is the next phase of Supercharged
Wow.
Godzilla. Now the radiation is just too much, causing an imminent meltdown. But until then, we can see further upgrades to its regeneration. On top of that, the evolution of the heat ray into the infinite or burning spiral ray is devastating. And I can't leave out this little bit that actually pertains to both Supercharged and Burning Godzilla. It's said that the Heisei Godzilla was able to swim under the Earth's crust through underground lava currents from the Pacific Ocean
He
to
swam
Mount
from
Fuji.
the Pacific
This
Ocean
tidbit
all the way
has
to Mount
many fans
Fuji.
saying no Godzilla
Dang.
can top the Heisei G. But even with that feat, we're going to continue on with two more.
This guy's like Michael Phelps.
Number 2, Final Wars Godzilla.
Yes, Final Wars
I'm gonna start
Godzilla.
right off by saying that I think you could easily switch Burning Godzilla and Final Wars Godzilla for the number 2 and 3 spots. As a matter of fact, if you search online and read any of the countless forums discussing this versus fight, you'll find that fans are split on just who will win. That said, I kind of feel that because Final Wars was supposed to be the destroy all monsters of the era and send Godzilla off in a big bang, that they were meaning to make him as the most powerful Godzilla seen yet on film. Now sure, this can be debated. As a matter of fact, I can't wait to hear what you guys say about this in the comments, but either way, let's see why I made the choice. It's hard to say there's a better strength feat than swimming underground like the Heisei Godzilla did, unless it was more about durability than strength. Yet speaking of strength, Final Wars G not only threw Kumonga like a toy, but it tossed Heisei Ghidorah, a massive 100,000 metric ton
100,000 tons
into the air with ease. And
that's
then
how much
destroyed
Godzilla Earth
what
weighs,
is possibly
so
the most powerful Godzilla
Final Wars
enemy ever
Godzilla will be able
with
to
its
pick up
hyperspiral
Godzilla
heat
Earth.
ray,
Duh.
a beam that was able to destroy the Gorath asteroid.
Yeah, the Gorath
We
asteroid.
didn't see the regen capability of the Heisei
That's where
Gs,
Monster X
but
came
Final
from.
Wars Godzilla never got hurt enough beyond the energy siphon to really need it. In one film, this stamina beast killed Zilla, beat Kumonga, killed Kamacuras, beat Anguirus, Rodan, and King Caesar at once,
Killed everyone.
Ghidorah and Ebra together, killed the first Gigan, and then killed the most powerful version of Ghidorah ever, the Kaiser.
Final Wars
I
Godzilla
never
killed
thought that we
everyone.
would see something top this, but it would happen on film, just in the animated universe. Number 1,
Godzilla
Earth.
Yes!
Even if you aren't a fan of the Godzilla animated films, it's hard not
Yeah,
to
I don't
admit
really
that
watch
Earth Godzilla
those.
is the big G taken to a crazy extreme. With a lineage possibly closer to that of Biollante than any other iteration of Godzilla, Earth G is a powerhouse. Don't let its plant-based makeup fool you. This giant kaiju is infused with metallic tissue that gives it extra durability and allows it to even exist at this size. And speaking of size, Earth is over 300 meters tall. Easily the largest
300
so far,
meters.
where Shin Godzilla in comparison is actually as big as Earth G's Shin. Beyond the size, the main reason Godzilla Earth sits at this top spot is its
huge.
shield. It's not likely that any kaiju or titans would be able to shut this down, but I have to admit while writing this, I wondered if the EMP attack of the Mutos could affect it. But who knows? Either way, this shield, the asymmetrically permeable shield as it's called, is a 360-degree field that stops all incoming damage, except for
360
that of
degrees.
Ghidorah, a version capable of attacking from other dimensions. Something no other kaiju, titan, or man is capable of. Its atomic blast is like a bigger, improved version of Shin's attack, cutting through anything. And if that's not enough, it has the super oscillatory wave attack and the plasma cutter tail sweep. Any of these could possibly kill any other kaiju or titan. And Final Godzilla wasn't the only G to stop a Gorath asteroid with its atomic breath. Earth did the same thing, although it's proposed, yet not confirmed, that it needed 2 years to charge up for the attack, whereas Final Wars didn't. This iteration of Godzilla tanked a 40 megaton, 150 nuke barrage, and gives off so much radiation that it's causing mutations to the entire planet, bringing to life an entirely new ecosystem. No other kaiju has had this kind of impact beyond the animated Ghidorah, making it easy for me to have the animated Godzilla sitting at the top of this list.
Heck yeah!
And that's it for me, guys. I'm sure you have your opinions on your top 5,
Guys, I really enjoyed that video. I am so glad that Godzilla Earth was the most powerful Godzilla ever to exist. But anyways, it is the end of this video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification button to know I don't any videos, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.